Things that shocked me when I joined the British Army. If you are thinking of joining the British Army, especially if you're from a Commonwealth country like Ghana, Nigeria, Fiji, Kenya, this video is for you. When I decided to join, I thought I knew exactly what I was signing up for. I watched videos online, I spoke to people who had already been serving, and imagined what life would be like, but nothing could prepare me for what I was about to experience. Once I actually arrived at training, there were so many things that completely caught me off guard. Some were difficult, some were funny, and some genuinely made me appreciate the army even more. So today, I'm sharing some of the biggest things that shocked me when I first joined the British Army. Let's get into it. The discipline never stops. I expected discipline. In fact, whenever you hear the name army or military, you immediately associate it with discipline. What I didn't expect is how much attention is given to the little details. The way you make your bed, the way you wear your uniform, the way you speak, the way you arrive somewhere. Being 5 minutes early suddenly became normal. At first, it felt like everything mattered. But over time, I realized that's exactly the point. When you're part of a team, small habits become big habits. Fitness was more than just running. Before joining, I thought if I could just run and do push-ups, I'd be fine. Don't get me wrong, running is a huge part of what we do, and definitely being good at it is a huge advantage. But I quickly realized that fitness in the army is broader than just that. You're carrying weight, you're moving over difficult terrain, you're working when tired, you're thinking whilst physically exhausted. You're sleeping less and working more. It's about endurance, resilience, and consistency, not just being strong. People from everywhere. One of the biggest surprises was how diverse the army is. I met people from different parts of the UK and people from Commonwealth countries too. Different accents, different cultures, and different personalities. But everyone was working towards the same goal. Of course, I struggle with the accents, and even today, still struggle with some, and there's nothing wrong with that. Remember, if you're unsure of anything, ask. There's always someone around you to support and help out when needed. Meeting other Africans, especially Ghanaians, made settling in much easier than I expected. Teamwork is everything. One thing that really surprised me was how little you can do on your own. You quickly realize that success is not just about being the fastest or the strongest. It's about helping your teammates. Sometimes they'll help you, sometimes you help them. You learn that everyone has strengths and everyone has weaknesses. That's how good teams are built, by recognizing each other's strengths and weaknesses and using them to the team's advantage. Time management becomes a lifestyle. Not everyone turns up as prepared as others. Some might have had boarding school experience, others might not. But regardless, you become incredibly organized. You prepare your kits, you prepare your uniforms, you plan ahead. You don't leave things until the last minute unless you want to fail. At first, it can feel overwhelming, but eventually it becomes second nature. Even outside the army, these habits stay with you. I became more confident. This wasn't something I expected. Joining definitely pushed me outside my comfort zone. Speaking in front of people, taking responsibility, meeting new people, doing things I've never done before. An example is learning how to swim. I was so paranoid about drowning that I never wanted to even get close to a swimming pool. Not to talk of getting close to the sea. I used to always say, I know where I'm coming from, so I'm never getting close to any water body. Never. But today, I can go to the poolside and have a good swimming session. Looking back, I can confidently say I am much more confident than I used to be before joining. The friendships. You spend so much time with the people around you. You train together, you work together, you laugh together, you cry together. You help each other through difficult days. Some of the friendships you build become lifelong friendships. Like I said, some. And that's something I never expected before joining. It was hard, but worth it. Don't get me wrong, there were challenging days. Days where I questioned myself. Days where I was tired. Days where I had less sleep. But those difficult moments taught me resilience. Looking back now, those experiences helped shape who I am today. And those were some of the biggest things that shocked me when I joined the British Army. Everyone's experience is different. So these are simply my personal observations. If you are thinking about joining, I'd love to know the questions you have. Leave them in the comments and I'll answer as many as I can in future videos. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Tony's Diaries community. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Auchi.
I'm a bad boy. Young nigga from Dancerman. I dey fly like Superman. I never go juju man. From me car, I pay the ransom. What's up? Bust a bubble, baby. Bust a bubble, baby. Bust a bubble, baby. Bust a bubble, baby.